I'm Erica Grace Powell, hanging out at CMA Fest. Laura Moreno joining me here on set. How are you doing?
I'm so excited to be here. This is awesome.
Have you been signing autographs like left and right outside?
Well, I'm signing tomorrow, so I just got in last night, and it's like I'm already really, really excited. I'm like, yes, yes, yes.
Did they give you a booth out here on CMA Fest, like music row kind of deal?
I'm signing at the Big Machine booth, which is my label, so I feel very into it this year. It's funny because I was here last year and I was here for like the CMT Awards, and I did do like a little signing at the Big Machine store, but I wasn't actually at like CMA Fest, so this is like a big deal. I'm freaking out.
Have you run into anybody who knew who you were right away?
Yeah, I have. It's funny.
Okay.
It's like I think sometimes when you're not expecting it, like you can like easily like walk by people.
Right.
But as soon as I introduced a really good friend of mine, Savannah Kais, who killed it, she performed, and so I introduced her, and so then all of a sudden, once people were like, "Oh, Laura's here,"
I think it's like you're out of the box that we know you in. Like I wouldn't expect to see you just walking downtown
Totally.
in Nashville, and so it's like, wait, she looks very familiar.
And then all of a sudden, yeah, so like I wasn't really getting recognized at all in the beginning of the day, and then all of a sudden after I did this introduction at the CMA Fest building where we were, I was getting recognized a little bit more.
Bing, we knew where to look. Yes. Okay. Well, you are here to talk about some music.
Yes.
Not necessarily country music per se, but
Just music.
music in general. Like you're loving being here for CMA Fest, but I want to talk about Boombox.
Oh my God.
How, first of all, did you come up with this song? Who did you write it with?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you have to understand, Boombox has been a process.
Okay.
I recorded it in August, like back in it's almost been a year, which is nuts. You know, it's a song that's about having that special someone bring that energy in your life that you're just like, yes, wow, I feel so happy and I don't even know why. You know, so there's a few other options to be my first single, but come January, I was like, I really like Boombox. Can we do Boombox? And everyone was like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, great. So we kind of from there started going in that direction. And then when I was coming up for the music video idea, I was like, okay, I want to still incorporate some comedy in there because, you know, I have a comedy background and it's important to me to kind of tell a story in my video. And lucky for me, I am family friends with Ken Jeong, who is hilarious and has comedy as his middle name. And so he decided, you know, he agreed to be in the video when my mom and I asked him, and now the video is like it's at like 28 million. It's like nuts, the reaction. It's been amazing.
I think 1 million of them were watched by us in this room.
Yay!
So
That's
fun.
what my mother says.
Hey, she probably just keeps it on repeat. She's giving you the
I know, she's
getting
helping.
ahead on the clicker, you know? Well, okay, so Boombox is like this one-of-a-kind little nugget of just like goodness. And you're thinking about now a whole album. Did you choose to like take that as the thread that's going to make the tone for this whole album?
You know, I think the album's kind of a compilation of, thematically, I think, romantic songs and heartbreak songs and everything that goes into it, but also a lot of self-empowerment songs. I don't know what kind of like drew me to that theme, but a lot of the songs have this theme of like, okay, just because you want to bring me down doesn't mean I'm going to listen to you, and I'm going to keep going up no matter what you say. And it's like the more and more I was like, I felt like I was kind of discovering a whole other side of myself. I was like, Laura, is there anything you need to talk about with the room? Like, are you okay here? But you know, that's kind of thematically where it is. And like sonically, I would say there's a lot of synthy, boomboxy, Maroon 5-y sounds, and a little bit of some other songs that rock a little bit harder.
Okay, so with that theme of empowerment,
yes,
what would you want to say to those fans, to those young girls, even young boys who maybe do need to share something with the room? Like, is this kind of going to be your platform, your message to be like, listen, you can do anything you want to do?
for sure. And I think it's really important to me for everyone listening to my music, or, you know, just as a human being, to know that there's always going to be obstacles in your way of, you know, following something that your heart wants. And, you know, there's going to be people who want to bring you down or people who don't believe in you necessarily. And it's up to you to be your best friend and kind of believe in yourself. And that's kind of the hardest thing to do sometimes when you need other people's support. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you're not hurting anyone or hurting yourself, and it's something that you really truly believe is good and is good for your soul, then you got to do it.
Absolutely. Spoken like a true woman. Yes, I will write
I'm
that
very
down.
inspired by
I want to
CMA
put that
Fest
on
right
a
now.
t-shirt. That's so awesome. Okay, well, noticing your awesome outfit,
Hey,
we can't
hey.
let the camera get away from this. Did you know Pearl Jam was in town last night? Like, I feel
Oh
like
my
you might have
God,
gotten
that's
that at their
amazing. I
concert.
didn't know.
No, you look awesome.
Can I just say, I wish pop music had as cool as CMA Fest. Like, CMA Fest is the coolest thing ever. I really wish we had kind of a similar thing for pop.
everybody to
Totally,
get
for every,
together.
yes, it's so cool.
I know. Well, if you need to practice hair and makeup tricks out here, it's 100% humidity and 100 degrees. So
Okay, great.
go for it. Do you have anything that is like your go-to though, from how much makeup you use, how big your gestures even get to be, your facial expressions, stuff like that?
sure.
Like the person sitting 10,000 feet in the back of the arena, is not the person sitting 10 inches away from their computer screen or their TV. How has that changed for you, and what you have to like prepare and how you want to look on camera?
It's a whole body change. It's a whole, I mean, it's funny because it's like really when you're doing acting for TV or even movies, which are even on a bigger scale of like your face is gonna be like blown up. It's much more subtle in the way because you don't want to be like, hey, what's up? La, la, la,
My eyebrows go up and down.
Yeah, exactly. So, but for stage acting and for sure with stage performing, you are performing for, to the front row to all the way to the back row. And then on a whole other note, when you're performing on a stage, but like for TV on a stage, like I did my first live performance at the Radio Disney Awards, and then my second live performance at the Today Show, like TV live for the first time. Like I'd performed live before, but that was like TV. That's a whole other side of it because you're like performing for the crowd there, but then you are kind of also performing for the people on TV. So you're just like, what do I do? So it's,
And then you gotta hit that camera that's going like
totally,
this,
and you're like, there's like, you have to like look at where the camera angles are, and so it's a whole other situation. So I think the best thing is to always like know your format. You know, whenever I'm performing outside, I just, that people are probably going to film on their phones or whatever. It's a totally different situation than when I'm performing like on TV or when I'm just like acting on TV. It's totally, totally different.
We want to see you on every screen possible. So
Thank
for all
you.
those fans that are grabbing pictures of you here at CMA Fest and getting to meet you and officially have your signing session tomorrow, good luck with all of that. Thank you for taking time to
you.
talk with us today and be with us here.
Thank you so much. This has been so fun.